For anyone who's feeling stuck, in your career, in your business, or, if you're working with colleagues or a team where there's a lot of competition as opposed to collaboration, it's very common to have a team where people are not willing to share information with each other. We see that a lot in the corporate world. But why does that happen? Why is it that people don't want to help each other? That's because there's a self-image issue. So, we have people who have inferiority complexes, they have insecurity issues. This all pans down to self-image. And also, if you're stuck in your business, if you're stuck in a place where you feel you can't grow anymore, you've reached a ceiling and you want to move to the next level, your self-image is a big hindrance to why you can't move. The truth is that when you want to move from this level to the next, you cannot outperform your self-image. You have to shift it. You can only change it to match where it is that you want to go. So let's talk about where self-image comes from. Self-image, firstly, is how you look at yourself. It's your self-concept. Unfortunately, when you are born, you are actually born in an image of perfection. Think about babies. When you see a baby, don't you really love it? Don't you really like it? Don't you want to play with it? Don't you think it's cute? That's because the baby is being exactly who he or she is. He or she is not acting based on what other people have told them. But when we were babies and we were growing up, what happened? Our parents told us certain things. Our teachers told us certain things. The kids around us, our cousins told us certain things. Family members, different people told us different things. They said, you can't do this, you can't do that. You should be afraid of heights, you should be afraid of water, you shouldn't speak in public. Different things. All of us have had different experiences. We've been told different things. And guess what? All these things actually built up your self-image. It determined who you became in the process. So, because somebody else was looking at you in a certain way, you started accepting those ideas and you started looking at yourself in that way. So all these ideas were drilled into your mind and you just accepted them, because you didn't have a choice, because most of us don't know how to accept and reject ideas. So what happens is that when somebody tells you something, you simply accept the idea and then you have repeated thoughts around it and it gets impressed into your subconscious mind and you get emotionally involved with those ideas, and that's how you act in front of the world. So a very good example is, if you are somebody who's not, who has this self-concept that they can't move to this next level. Now, you are not consciously aware that that's your self-concept and that's your self-image. But just look at your results. If you are getting the same results year in, year out, there's definitely a self-image issue, because it's the biggest part of your paradigm. It's not letting you move to the next level. So what's happening is that because you accepted these ideas as a child, they just came as part of your being as you grew up, and you didn't realize that this is what's happening to you. So what you need to do is work on your self-image. If you want to know how to work on your self-image, if you want to move to the next level, get in touch with me.